All right, guys, happy Tuesday. Tech Tuesday, I guess we can call this. I got some news items for you guys here. Just give me a minute to get settled in. Hope everyone is doing well. Let me see if I can pop out the chat here. Anybody joins in to say hello. All right, I think we're good to go. So there is some Google news out there that not too surprising. Anyway, we'll talk about that here in a moment. Welcome to the live stream. This is Total OS Today, total technology for beginners and beyond. Yeah, I use Linux. I use a Chromebook, and Windows 10. Before we begin, let me go ahead and transition here first of all. There we go. Welcome. All right, before we begin, a quick news. Our dear friend, singer-songwriter, YouTuber Stephanie Forian just passed 1,000 subs. So Stephanie, congratulations. It's been a long time coming. All the links for these stories will be below in the show notes. So Stephanie, I know it's been a lot of hard work over the years, what you do in traveling and writing songs. So well done. So send her a thumbs up on her YouTube channel. Check out Stephanie Forian. Again, the link for everything will be below in the show notes. Let's see. What else do I have on the news before we get into the main topic? I bought a Roku. A Roku Express. I'm not sure why. I guess I bought it more out of curiosity. This thing here, this was actually a recommendation from Comcast as a possibility to eliminate one of the boxes, one of my Comcast boxes that you rent. I think one is $5 a month, and I think the other one is $6.99 or $7 a month or something like that. So I just got this last night. I'm still playing with this. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it that much, but this is $29.99 on Amazon. Considering what it does, I think it's a steal. I think it's a bargain. As long as you have pretty good internet. This one here is 1080p, not 4K, but I don't really need 4K. 1080p is good enough for me to watch Comcast channels. But I set this up late last night, and I'm still running through the process and how this works. It's I guess it's good and bad depending if you're used to a fully functioning Comcast cable box. But honestly, for 29 bucks, it is not bad. All right, what else do I have? In other news, I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this, but last week Google announced new privacy policies, I guess, along with trying to curtail or control something about third-party cookies. You know, Google is a web-based service. I'm not sure if I would put the words web or Google and privacy in the same sentence. It's just a thought. All right, let's see who's in the house here. We had Rohail Aziz. You don't care about Chromebooks. Okay. Manzoor's in the house. Your Linux channel has only 99 subs. Why Linux channels get few subscriptions? They get some. Linux in general is not a hot topic, I've noticed over the years, versus say talking about Windows 10, Mac, or Chromebook. But there are users out there, viewers out there who will watch. But it's not a in general, if all you do is talk about Linux, it's not a profitable subject. But there are thousands of users out there. Not a billion users like Windows, but don't give up. Yeah, so keep on trucking along with those Linux videos. Anthony Tucker says, hello, long time. Happy 2020 to you, my friend. How you been? Linux for life. I use Ubuntu Mate now 90% of the time. It's either this, my Chromebook, or my Dell Windows 10. Yeah, that's how good Linux has gotten in my 14 years of using it. So well done, Linux developers. At least some of those distributions are superb. in my opinion. Um, where was I here? Let's go into the Google's new privacy policies, and then we'll talk about the Chromebooks giving you 8 years of official support, which is something I kind of predicted a couple years ago. But Google announced that they want to have new privacy standards. God, this sounds so silly. Limit third-party use of cookies that keep track of you. One of my predictions this year was consumers, people like us, will demand more privacy, or as much as you can get from the web. And there was a new law passed in California. I forget what it's called. And apparently Google is listening. They're going to try and limit third-party cookies from the Google Chrome web browser, evidently. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I guess there's going to be some kind of sandbox. They're calling this a privacy sandbox, which means third-party ad sellers will need to go through Google to get information about internet users. Okay. So it's still, your information is still being sold, but it's only private to Google and nobody else. Let's move on. Anyway, there's some other news here. Again, there is a link for this news story below there in the show notes. Take it as you want to take this, but Google now believes in your privacy. And again, if you want total privacy, stay off the web. That's the only way that I see it. Because again, you cannot erase yourself off the internet. So, but at least they are listening to customers' concerns about privacy. All right, hello, Lamer Linux. Welcome to the house here. All right, let's see, what else do we have here? All right, there's news coming out of the CES show in Las Vegas. Let me move this over here. Move the chat over here so I can see better. All right. Apparently Google, we talked about this for about 2 years now, maybe more, but right now for Windows 7 users, or for any tech users, Chromebooks remain the only viable, affordable Linux-based product for the masses. They're not for everybody, but they start at $200 and they go up to what, $1,000, something like that. That's a pretty good deal. There are many reasons to consider switching to a Chromebook. Maybe I'll talk about that in detail in a later time. But there is news coming out from Google that all the machines for 2020, if I heard correctly, even the ones that start at $200, will give you 8-year official support from Google. That's pretty good for $200. That means you get security updates for 8 years. Now, they can change that and make it 10 years, although 8 years is pretty good for any product, in my opinion. I'm not even sure Mac gives you, or Apple gives you 8 years on their expensive Mac machines, do they? Somebody who uses a Mac, let me know. I don't have a Mac currently. But 8-year support for a product that starts at $200 is pretty darn good, in my opinion. So Chromebooks released from now on will receive an average of 8 years. The exact time frame can range from 7.5 to 8.5 years, depending on when the device platform was released. This includes the processor and other specs. In previous Chromebooks, if you bought one last year, you will get 6.5 years support. Now, Google can certainly change that too if they so choose to. But overall, I think this is very good news. I have an Acer Chromebook, the 15-inch with dual speakers on the top. And that thing rocks. It's just a bare bones machine, but it's nice to have a machine where I don't have to worry about malware or ransomware or any kind of nonsense like that. You just open the lid, log in with your Google account, done. There's no maintenance. There is literally zero maintenance with the Chromebook. Now, for those of you who like to tinker with Linux, you can download Linux apps. I think they're dev packages. If you want to install them, they are still in beta format. They may not work at all, or they may crash. But it's nice to have a machine like a Chromebook where you can run Chrome OS apps, or Android apps, and some Linux apps, other Linux apps also, if you so choose to. But I think this is very good news. Again, this is one of my predictions for this year that Google may want to extend the life of these Chromebooks, because they are very popular for schools on places like Amazon. It's one of those things where in today's age of malware and security issues, it's nice not have to worry about how to maintain a machine, especially if you have no knowledge of how all this tech works. Anyway, yes, Lamer, I misspoke. So if you are running Windows 7, you should not be running. In fact, I was talking to one of my friends today who was still running Windows 7. I told her, use your Windows 10 machine. It's more secure. And yeah, but if you are running Windows 7, you should not, unless you will not go on the web. It's just not as secure. No matter what you do, it will never be as secure as an officially supported OS. It just won't. I don't care what you do. Now you can use Windows 7 still if you have to, and don't go on the web. You will be secure. Of course, anything that is not hooked up to the web is going to be secure, and more secure no matter what. But really, if you are using Windows 7, you should stop using it now. Consider a free upgrade to Windows 10 if your machine is capable of it. If it has enough RAM, enough processing power. I don't know. Maybe it won't. If it's 10 years old, probably not. Windows 7 has been around 10 years? So yeah, if it was made back then, it may not be fast enough to run Windows 10. Then you will have to make a decision. You can buy a Windows 10 machine. You can try downloading a Linux-based system such as Ubuntu Mate Linux Mint and try installing it, see if it works. If it works, or if all you do is get on the web, consider a Chromebook. For $200 plus an 8-year support, there is no antivirus to install. It's just built-in security. You will find nothing in the market that user-friendly between a price range of $200 and say, I think the newest, there's some Samsung Galaxy Chromebook. I believe there was some news about it. Yeah, so check it out. Yeah, Samsung Galaxy Chromebook. Tony's in the house. Hello, Tony. How are you? So this was the plan from the very beginning. Which plan? Yes, that's right. Since Chromebooks were introduced in 2011, Google predicted that Windows 10 would be somewhat of a disaster. There would still be no standard Linux desktop, and Chromebooks, they're taking over. So instead of the heads of the 5 families, we got the head of the 1 family, Chromebook. I don't know. You guys tell me. All I can tell you is, all you Linux geeks out there, God bless you. God bless all of us who use Linux, but consumers are not going to spend $2,000 for a Linux machine. It just ain't going to happen. So what is the alternative? That's Linux-based. For now, buy a Chromebook. That's what I see. Don't blame the messenger here. So what's new, Tony? Again, all the links for this topics will be below in the show notes. All right, let me see. What else do I have here? I think what I'll do is turn on my news ticker and see if anything else pops up. Maybe something funny. I don't know. So what's up, Richard? All right, let's see what's on the news feed. See if anything interesting pops up. Again, if you are new watching this, please do stop by and say hello. That's what we are here for. If you have a question about Linux, if you are new to the world of Linux, you've come to the right place. Tony has used the Chromebox and the Chromebooks in the past. They were very good. Yeah, I've had zero problems with mine. I mean, nothing. Zippo. I mean, literally, I open the lid. Okay, there's some work involved. You have to open the lid. It turns on by itself. Google address, password, bam. Insane speed. And that's the low-end model. Imagine the higher-end model. And I don't worry about, malware on a Chromebook. I just don't. It does the automatic updates, and I trust it. So, I wish they could do a little more. I wish they were. And there's some rumors about Google creating a multimedia-based Chromebook, for live streaming, video editing, stuff like that. I've read that somewhere. I'm not sure how true that is, but that would be nice to have a multimedia Chromebook, or maybe a gaming Chromebook might also, and maybe that's on the market, or maybe those are in development. So, no lid on the Chromebox. I guess not, unless there was a lid on the Chromebox. You had to take it out of the packaging box that has a lid, right? Anyway, Deepin is making progress. It's made in China. I wonder whether that's an issue or not. What do you think? I tried Deepin twice in the past. I thought it was horrible. That's all that I can say. So I will not be using Deepin. China is not exactly known for the security capital of the world. Tony says, "Okay, toss you in." Thank you. Hello 7478, welcome to the live show for this, I guess we call it a Tech Tuesday. If you are dropping in late, check out the links below in the show notes. Once again, our wonderful dear friend, singer, songwriter, Stephanie Forian passed 1,000 subs on YouTube, well deserved. She's a hard worker, and yeah, if you haven't already, check out her music. Again, all the links below in the show notes. So, yeah. I'm actually playing her tunes now. So, does anybody else use a Roku? Just out of curiosity. This looks cool, but what I've noticed, it's not as fast as my regular Comcast cable box. Of course, I guess it wasn't built that way. There are a lot of channels on this sucker, but I'm so used to having the regular cable box, of course, that you rent, But just curious if anybody else has a Roku. That would come in handy, like if you have a small TV in the bedroom, or the guest room, or in the garage, and you don't want, rent another box, run the cable, just use that Roku. I think a lot of people are going to what's called cord cutting and using that to save a few moolahs a month. Roku boxes are better and faster than sticks. Okay, I've never used a stick, but that would make sense. Yeah. One thing I noticed about this box, Roku box, if you leave it plugged in all night, the box gets warm. It gets hot, so I unplugged it when it's not in use. I don't need it. But really for 29 bucks, 1080p, I don't know how many thousands of channels are on. And there are a lot of free channels, including free movie channels. So it's not a bad deal, for what you can get. But again, I'm still playing with it. I just hooked it up last night, so I'll have a report on this maybe Friday night, maybe, if I get comfortable with it some more. I'm still getting used to it. One thing I noticed about these things is that the remote control, it's sparse, it's stripped. There's no TV controls or volume. So, I'm going back and forth between the Roku control, the channels, and then my TV control for the volume. So it's kind of annoying. If I decide to keep this, I may get a universal remote. Uh, I don't want half a dozen remotes on my sofa back here. So yeah. All right, let's see. There's the ticker feed. See what comes up here. Again, if there's anybody new watching this, please do stop by and say hello. There was a new China virus. Oh yeah, this was on the news last night. Not a computer virus, but an actual virus. It's pretty bad. So be careful. The coronavirus. Wow. Okay. Tony has never tried Roku or the sticks. Okay. Yeah, I mean for the price, if you like something like that, you can't beat the price. I think this starts at $29 for the 1080p. If you want the 4K version, I believe it's closer to 50, but yeah, it's not bad. Again, it's there's no cable, it just runs off the internet. So it comes with everything you need. USB cable, power cable, HDMI cable. It even came with the batteries. Nice. Political news, don't care about that. What's up, Sleepy? Sleepy, are you safe there in burning Australia? Did you guys get some hail on the news? Did I see that right? Rain or hail? I know, Sleepy, you're a fan of our friend Stephanie. She passed 1,000 subs. So go to her YouTube page and say, yay, Stephanie. Disney Plus to launch a week earlier than planned in the UK. Exciting. Again, if you missed any of these stories, you can replay this on YouTube when YouTube stops processing the video. I'll just leave it up as is. I won't, delete this and do the editing later, as sometimes I do, but not for this one. So yeah. Let's see. Amazon boss Jeff Bezos' phone was hacked by a Saudi crown prince. I'm not sure why, but okay. Yeah, woohoo, Stephanie. I should send her a message. Jump in the chat. That's what I should do. You want to do that? You think Stephanie will catch the message in time? Anyway. You got some decent rain. Good. Good. I saw the news articles with those koala bears and kangaroos. Very sad how many animals got hurt or didn't make it. I've never seen anything like it. Tony says, do it. All right. You want me to... Let's see if I can get Stephanie to join. Although it might be... let's see. Let me go to the thing. I'm probably wasting my time. Lamer says, you're going to make a confession, you're on Windows. Nice to confess your sins today. I use it too. I use it, you know. What can I say? All right. Let's see. Stephanie has a new video up, playing with Resonance Tech Talk Time. So let me go to that. I'll stay on for a little bit longer. Well, it's good that you guys got rain there in Australia. So yeah, it's, from what I saw on TV, it's really, really bad. Not fun at all. So yeah. Apple may develop original podcasts related to Apple TV Plus content. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, well, it's good that you're watching this cannoli there, Sleepy. I'm trying to catch something exciting on the ticker feed, but so far nothing's come up yet. That's exciting or funny, you know. VR flight simulators, yeah. Huh. VR flight simulators soar above the rest. Haha. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Go down to the comments. If you catch this live now, giving you shout outs. Shout outs on 1,000 subs. Australia. Australia says hello. How's that? If you catch this live now, giving you shout outs on 1,000 subs, Australia says hello. We'll see if she catches that, but I don't know. So we'll see. We'll give this a few minutes, see if she jumps on the chat here to say hello. I need to reply to another question she had. I'll do that later. Lamer, you're taking a Java programming class. Use Dr. Java. Dr. Coffee? Dr. Java supports Linux, but it's so buggy. Oh, I see. You're on Windows. Well, nothing wrong with using Windows. If you have to use it, use it. There's no crime against using Windows. Just be careful of the updates, right? Yeah. You know, with Chromebooks now getting official 8-year support with new 2020 Chromebooks, I wonder how many people, more people, will switch to a Chromebook. 8 years is not bad, all things considered. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Linux is college ready if you're not planning to do IT classes. Okay, very good. News out of Brazil. Every classic Half-Life game is now free on Steam. For all you gaming fans, internet routers running Tomato are under attack by notorious crime gang. Internet routers running Tomato are under attack by notorious crime gang. That's what it says on the thing, on the ticker news. Hey, you forgot the garlic. That's why. You got a little tomato, garlic, some basil. Just a joke. I guess there are tomato routers. Fill in the joke. Smart Scale goes dumb as Under Armour pulls the plug on connected tech. Aww. Okay. Speaking of smart tech, be prepared for smart contact lenses are coming out. But what I read, there are contact lenses in testing now where if I blink, I can zoom in. Blink again, I can zoom out. Great for when you're on the beach and just casually walking. Let's see. Ubuntu finally removes the Amazon web app you never use. Yes, the latest Ubuntu 20 for 2020 coming out in April. The Amazon web app no longer installed by default. Well, there you go. Yep. I've been listening to one podcast quite frequently now. Check out Rumble with Michael Moore. It is the number one, or it was number one podcast downloaded last month, over 2 million downloads. So check out Rumble with Michael Moore. I use the Google podcaster app on my phones. So check it out if you're interested. What happens if you blink to just blink and it zooms in? You'll have to blink again to zoom out. I think it's cool tech anyway, Lamer. I know what you're saying. I probably wouldn't wear it if you have dry eyes or have the flu. Yeah, chew. You're constantly blinking in and out. So, yeah. But I think it's still cool. So, yeah. Yeah, what happens if you got something in the one eye? And I guess you would take out the lens and rinse it and clean it. I don't know. Yeah. I guess you could just wear one lens and have your left eye zoom and the one eye is normal. I don't know. I really don't know. Sleepy, yeah. I'm not sure how that would work. I still say it's cool. So, yeah. We'll give Stephanie maybe 5 minutes if she catches that comment I did on her last video for her to jump in the chat here. But I know it's a long shot. She's probably busy writing new songs for her next album. SpaceX completes emergency crew escape maneuver. Okay. Cool. Did I hear the news about Facebook's translating the Chinese Prime Minister's name wrong? Should I even ask what it was translated to? What was it translated to, Sleepy? I did not hear that, no. You want to take a look at the link? Okay, I'll take a look at the link real quick. Facebook says a glitch led to the rude translation. Should I even go there? Well, let's see. Facebook is learning firsthand from calling him Mr. Mr. Oh, Trump would love this. When he talked about bleep hole countries, right? Mr. Oopsie. Oh my God. I could see a conference meeting with President Trump. Hey, put Mr. Bleepo on the phone, will you? Yeah, or Chinese suntanning, PM, yeah, suntanning, yep. Oh wow, I guess that really happened, huh? Oh man. That's funny. Something leads me to believe that that was not an accident. If I had to guess. Can't prove it. Oh, wow. He kind of reminds me of Jackie Chan, the Chinese president. Sort of. I don't know. Anyway, that's a good one. Okay. Oops. Oh, man. There's so many jokes here, but we'll just move on. We'll give this a few more minutes, then we'll wrap this up for today. Thank you, Sleepy, for that translation. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Some AI thing reading everyone's post to assist translation. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to think of that for the next hour. Mr. Bleephole. Oh, wow. Okay. Enough of that. No offense, Chinese president. Yeah. It happens. Crank up Stephanie's song. I've seen that look before. I don't want to see that look no more. Oh no. I'm getting tired. Anyway. Overcast face blowing on, clouding up my days. No way. No, not today. Speaking of singers, the next James Bond theme song will be sung by literally someone I have never heard of, Billie Eilish. When I first heard the name, I said, Billie who? I thought they meant Billy Ray Cyrus. Apparently she's an 18-year-old teenage phenomenon with a gazillion followers. I was like, wow. So she is the flavor of the year when it comes to the latest teenage heartthrob, huh? Mr. Brugura is in the house. How are you, my friend? Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up here soon. But you can watch this in full on the repeat. We talked about the latest news and stuff. So, yeah. The big news is that Chromebooks, new Chromebooks 2020, officially will get 8 years of support updates from Google. So that's good news for a Linux-based system. Linux has potential, there's no question. So, how you been, Bagura? All right, 3-minute warning. Any other comments, questions, or jokes? We'll wrap it up. I have me some dinner. And all the links for today's stories are below in the show notes, so check it out. How bad is this coronavirus from China? I guess it's really bad. Patient in Washington traveled through the area of China where disease originated. Ah, okay. Well, guys, be careful traveling, I guess. All right, is there anything else? Last call for comments, and we'll say goodbye for today. I'll have more on the Roku, maybe Friday night. Maybe. I'm not sure. Or Saturday. I'll let you know. Yeah, I just caught it on the news. It's spread to Washington. That's what I read. So you may want to catch the news. Sleepy, yeah. I guess it's pretty bad. So. There is the Hallmark channel on this. Yes, it does. I did check. It does do Hallmark. You know, some of the channels you have to go to your computer. You have to go to a link and type in a code back and forth. That part's kind of annoying. But it does do Hallmark. Yes. If not, I would not have bought it. Is there the Hallmark thing on front of the box? No, there's not, is there? Hulu, Netflix, NBC. No, yeah. Anyway, it does Hallmark. Well, thank you, Tony, for stopping by. Always a pleasure chatting with you. All right, so we're going to wrap this up for now. Again, those of you who came in late, wait till this stream is done transcoding and you can catch it in full. And any questions, just comment below in the show notes. So yeah, it is time to enjoy Din Din. It is 5:30 p.m. local time. 21 degrees. It's cold out there. So, all right, guys, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Arrivederci.